Now let's get more on this story from a South African journalist, Bongani Siziba. We're glad you could come on the program. The new ANC leader, Cyril Ramaphosa, has a tough job ahead of him. What do you make of his victory?
Good evening and good evening to the viewers. This victory for Ramaphosa is quite the biggest challenge ahead of him. Firstly, I would say he received an evenly split vote between two camps, and that of his rival, Nkosazana Zuma. And already the party is divided. And firstly, he needs to unite the party that has been fractured by Zuma's legacy. He needs to revive the economy, and he has to look at the state capture and maybe recall Zuma. And there is corruption. He needs to improve service delivery. And all this, it's a big task ahead of him. And one thing that he has people who are Zuma's backers, it's going to be a difficult task ahead of him.
Now, talking about the difficult task that he has ahead of him, how do you think that he's going to be able to tackle some of these challenges that you just mentioned?
I think the first thing that he has to do, he has to maybe ex some incompetent cabinet ministers, especially those who are Zuma's backers, and maybe try to start afresh. But he also needs to make sure that there is unity within ANC. I think when he does all this, maybe it can be better for him. But the task ahead of him, especially with the economy and everything that Zuma's legacy has fractured, is a very difficult ladder to climb for him.
Now, could Ramaphosa stand against corruption? Is it possible that that could have influenced his victory?
Yes, because you see, Zuma's legacy has crippled a lot of things. And what people, especially voters, wanted was the wind of change. And for Ramaphosa, he didn't bring that personality, but he brought policies that voters are looking for. And especially, he told voters that you create jobs. He would improve the economy and build more equal transformations. So for that, that's what made him get a step ahead of Nkosazana Zuma.
Now, one last question, Bongani. Apart from the position of the president of the ANC, there were other roles contested for, but only one woman was elected in a deputy position. What does that say of gender discrimination in politics in South Africa?
I'll respond that, especially considering what happened today at Nazareth. The Women's League are crying about what happened because they are saying that it seems like the ANC has failed the women, especially the Women's League, for they have not allowed them to have many positions in the party. So I think within the ANC, there is still that gap of men and women taking positions in the party.
The South African journalist Bongani Siziba, thanks for sharing some of your time with us.